I'm the Proverbs 31 woman. My worth is far more than jewel. I am not a drama queen. I have emotions, and sometimes I get easily hurt. I want you to understand that I don't really need much. I just want you to acknowledge that I do a great job in the home, given the circumstance I find myself.
Surprise us. Yes, Karen. Don't wait till it's my birthday or anniversary. It could be you just doing simple chores in the house or planning a simple dinner. Not that I have to practice out.
Don't forget to show us with lots of attention and gifts. Yes, gifts like
that Tanzania trip I've been asking for.
A trip to the UK.
It's nice to straight over my kitchen.
a blank check. Wow.
Quality time together.
And so on and so forth. Sir, I know you are very busy. You want to be the next MD, CEO, leader of the park, His Royal Majesty. But don't forget that, besides every successful man, is his wife. I'll be here to cheer you up. When you win that big project or next promotion, I'll also be here to encourage you when that project fails or you don't get promoted. I'm here to support you through thick and thin. Daddy, I also expect you to support my dreams and ambitions, whether it is as big as finding the cure to cancer or as small as selling a bakery.
Well said. Before we move to a sensitive area in marriage, any more takes on what the women should do?
Be as wise as a serpent and as gentle as a dove, because a good marriage is between a blind wife and a deaf husband.
Keep your eyes wide open before marriage and half shut afterwards.
Remember to stoop. Make the Holy Spirit your anchor in marriage. When you stoop, do that in prayer. There is no issue too small or too big to take to God in prayer. We are coming from different backgrounds. So, what is obtainable in my Father's house may not be tolerated in another person's home.
Well said. Now, how will you handle adultery if it happens in your marriage?
I can't even imagine it.
What sort of question is that? My husband will never try that. Ever. Besides, he's a born-again child of God. Spirit-filled, tongue-talking, Bible carrying.
Ireti, you must have some form of reaction. You're quiet.
Look, to hear is human, and no one is above mistakes. I found out in the 3rd year of my marriage that my husband had committed adultery. And yes, he's a Bible carrying, tongue talking, and spirit-filled child of God. I was very hurt and disappointed. This man that I loved dearly had broken our marriage vows. My natural reaction was to rain down fire and brimstone. But I realized we are taking vows, which means we are stuck with each other through the good times and the bad times. Thankfully, he asked me to forgive him. Though it was very hard. I got on my knees and cried to God to heal the heart and help me to forgive. I knew it wasn't an issue I could discuss with family or friends about. I could not spare that particular linen in the public. It was easier for me to forget her. Forgive. But difficult to forget.
Forgive what? Anyway, my husband can't try that with me.
It's okay, Rick. It's okay. But there's something I want you to listen to.
Ireti, I know I already confessed to you, but I feel like I have done you a word of hurt and the world should help apologize. When I watched The Diary of a Christian Husband on Mirage with Lara Smith, I knew this was the right platform to use. I've been the greatest fool. Having such a beauty as you and not treating you as one. I apologize for not appreciating you every single day for your faithfulness and commitment to us. I apologize for not supporting your dreams and God-given vision. I apologize for not defending you and protecting you from my family. I apologize for every day I did not show you affection publicly. I apologize for every night I slept off on you when you had sincere concerns to share. I apologize for that one time I cheated on you. That was the worst day of my life, even though I didn't realize it then. Now I realize what a fool I was to trample on a tender flower, you. Now I realize you're the best thing that has ever happened to me. I couldn't ask God for a better wife. Looking back on these 6 years, I wouldn't be the man I am today without you. You make me complete, and together we are complete in God. I use this medium to renew and reaffirm my commitment to you and our family. I promise to love and support you as best as I can. I'm not saying we won't fight again, but I promise to listen more and be more patient. These are promises I intend to keep for as long as there's breath in me. I love you. Ireti Salvador.
I love you too, baby.
How did you know my husband?
How did you get on my show? He approached me.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So you mean you believe all that man has said?
I believe a few of our audience members have one or two things to chip in. There's a hand over there. Good evening.
Good evening. For those who haven't done so, it is your duty and obligation to make your wife your next of kin. Your brother, your sister, or even your best friend should not be your next of kin. I lost my husband after 11 years of marriage. And when it was time to claim his entitlement, I found out his brother was his next of kin. I was angry because I didn't have any source of income. I was a full-time housewife who was enjoying her husband's money. It was a rude awakening. Needless to say, my brother-in-law made away with all the money. As they say, God always leaves us with something to be grateful for. I love to cook. So I turned it into a money-making venture. Slowly but surely, it yielded great returns, and I've never had to beg. Interestingly, I still give this same brother-in-law of mine some hands out from time to time.
God forbid.
Anyone else? There's another hand there. Over there. Thank you.
Save us from in-laws, oh. Okay, if you need to tell them, please remind them. Tell them that you are now married, and now you want to cleave to your wife. Please remind them that you are your wife and you alone are together, and no one else. They will call you woman rapper at first, but I tell you, eventually they will respect the boundaries you have set.
Thank you so much for being very passionate. Before we round up today's episode of the show, sorry about the power outage. The standby plants will be powered on immediately. While we wait for the lights to come back on, I'd like to share a personal story.